when she texted you, you responded.
Yes, ma'am.
But God had already told you while you were sitting in the car that he was going to send you a wife, and it was going to be Katera, who is Keke. So how did the marriage proposal come about? Like, did she propose the marriage or did you?
Here's what happened. So before she texted me the night before, I'm just telling the truth, Tasha. The Lord spoke to me, said, prepare for marriage. He didn't say no names. That was the night. He'd already spoke to me and said, I'm sending your wife and stuff like that. He spoke to me the day before she texted me. And so when she texted me, I was like, man, because I'm trying to avert, because I watch R&B divas. I see she has not changed. I'm not stupid. And I'm just like, I don't want this. And then the children, you know, I don't have any kids. I love children, you know. So anyway,
Very fruitful.
yeah, she texted me. I called her, and actually, she said, I got a divorce. The divorce wasn't final.
All right, so part 2 was Zach, Darling, right? Or
Darren.
Darren. I always mess up your.
No, it's all good.
I'm bad with names in general. I can't even say my daughter's name right.
Yes, ma'am. It's all good. It's all good.
Like, I'll be like, look, everybody's like 10 to. I'm like, no, it's time to. It's like 10 to.
Yeah.
You see the difference?
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
So I'm just talking. But I'm glad we got you to South Florida, as we promised
Beautiful.
the viewers. We sure did.
Beautiful.
And so, you know, our first interview, matter of fact, we tried to do it twice.
Yes, ma'am.
And the signal was just not coming through.
No, ma'am.
It made it look like you was giving jailhouse. And I was like, no. And then, of course, I wasn't able to kind of gauge and get good follow-up questions because I was just trying to focus on how you were talking and what you were saying because of the choppiness of the interview. And so we're going to put that interview out publicly on YouTube.
Yes, ma'am.
And then this one will be really, really kind of lined up and just real more exclusive and stuff. So
Yes,
we
ma'am.
can go in chronological order. So you're here over your, because of your ex-wife, Keke Wyatt.
Yes, ma'am.
I like to call her the fairground singer. Every time there's a picnic, fairground, barbecue festival,
yes.
she's singing them same songs.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, and it's just like people are like, will she just please write some more songs or get some new songs? And
Yes, ma'am.
you know, I get it. You know, budgets are it take money and cost money to compose and create a new work. But you've known Keke Wyatt all your life.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you guys met at what age?
I'm saying, knew her since she was like 6 years old. And her grandfather was best friends with my father, who was a bishop, a pastor, Bishop Zach Daring,
So
from
you guys
Indianapolis,
both come from
Indiana.
The church. Okay.
Indianapolis, Indiana. Their church was, of course, her father, who they all love me. It's family. That's their daughter. And so, but, excuse me, her father plays the organ, so he played for different churches. But the church, her grandfather pastored, and they came from Voice of Pentecost, which was about 10 minutes away from my dad's church.
Was Keke singing at that age too?
Oh man, she could blow since she was 1 or 2.
Really?
Yeah, God-given gift, you know. Yeah.
Okay, so she was already kind of leading the choir.
Oh, for sure. I mean, well, you know.
Yeah.
She was doing it.
She was doing it. Okay. Because I mean, her voice is. We cannot throw no shade
Oh,
in
no.
her voice. The voice is very God given and it's angelic, and she could, you know, when she's in her element, she's in her element. And so, you know, I'm not going to take away from that, but you know, a lot of people have questioned kind of Keke's lifestyle over the years, and
Yes,
we're going to
ma'am.
get more into that later because it's like, how could someone that grew up in such a covered environment in a
Yes.
church. And you said her father, grandfather was very heavily in her life. You know,
Yes,
this is all she knows, and yet she lives so against what Christians would consider the Word of God is. I mean, because it's like baby daddy after baby daddy.
Yeah.
Some of them are husbands, some of them are not husbands. You've alleged a severe drinking problem to the point where she even drank with your baby.
Yes, ma'am.
And that's why I'm curious to kind of know, you know, for you growing up with her, like, were you guys, like, even though that you guys kind of grew up together, you were in the same church, your families knew each other, did you guys date when you were younger?
What happened is kind of like she was so young, like brothers and sisters. You know, I was older, So
How
4 years older than Keke.
Oh, so she was 6 and you were 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
All right.
something. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't anything like that when you were.
Oh no. See,
Yeah.
when she was, man, she 14 years old.
Yeah.
This is what's scary. I was dating her friend, and I thought she was older than that. While her friend Miranda, I forget her last name. I don't know if it's Green.
Mm-hmm. Miranda just got some clout. Hey, Miranda. Sorry, girl. But go ahead. Yeah.
The scary thing, she ain't here no more.
Oh.
But God spared me with that. But they came as a family. They were younger. Come to find out, she was like 14 years old. You know, I was older. And Kendall, somebody told me that she was older than what she was. They thought she was older, one of the brothers. Somebody said she was older than what she was. And so I seen Miranda first. Well, no, I didn't see Miranda first. I always seen Keke. She was too young. But her friend was with her, and she was fine. Body and all that stuff, and a pretty, very beautiful girl. Anyway, I thank God for sparing me through all that. That girl ended up getting killed. Matter of fact, she had a child, and her baby father ended up taking her life.
Oh, that's sad.
Yes.
Sad. But how much older was she?
She was maybe 5 months older than Keke. But I just talked to her. If I could be honest, I talked to her for maybe a couple weeks, and
Because y'all were teenagers.
Yeah, we were teenagers. So I talked to her for a couple weeks, but the parents. Here's the deal with me. I was I'm free with,
Yeah.
I was a virgin until I was 19 years old.
That's good. That's not nothing
Yes,
to
I
be
held
ashamed
I
of.
held my virginity.
Hey.
And so the mother and everything, they knew that I wasn't going. Here's what they told me. Miss Lorna Jean, her father, they knew I was very respectful in how I was raised.
Kiki's
parents. I'm sorry.
Okay,
I apologize.
No, don't apologize. Yeah.
And they knew me dating Keke. She had to ride in the back seat. Her brothers, we would take them to McDonald's, pick them up from school. They said, Zach, if you wait for her, you can marry her. You make her. We figure you'll make a fine husband for her because they seen good qualities in me. And so.
So how old was Keke at the time when they said this?
14.
Okay,
About 14.
you were, and you're,
Ooh,
so
18.
you were already 18 at the time.
Yeah, and so.
So they were saying just wait a little bit till she turned 18.
Wait till she turned 18.
And then they wanted you to.
Keke was looking like a grown woman. She was looking like a grown woman, but that don't mean anything. Come on, that's we just keeping it real over here, and that's the first time that I talked. My parents knew, everybody knew, and I know it's not the, the girl being so young. Basically, she was considered like my sister. When that went down with Miranda, I broke it off. I met her a couple weeks because she was, kind of sluttish or whatever. And I'm just keeping it real. Yeah. And so her dad and her mom knew. They talked to me, and they just said, you would make a fine husband. And it was. So
it was sort of like an arranged marriage. It was going to be.
Could have been, yeah. Because they knew that I wasn't like that. You can't be, sleeping and, she's too young and all that. And so it was basically like, if you hold on, Zach can make her a fine husband.
Did they talk to Keke about this?
Yeah, they knew. They all knew. As a family, collectively, it was just basically keep it respectful. Y'all go to the movies, all the brothers and stuff, they went wherever we went. It wasn't like that. Yeah, it was not like that. I didn't play no games. Miss Lauren Jean don't play no games.
That's Keke's mama.
Keke's mama.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a different breed. And it's the way I was raised. I was raised in holiness and all of that. And I really am a good guy. I ain't sweet. I'm sweet like my mama, if you want to say. I like them thick.
So Winos, he's addressing y'all saying during his first interview that he was gay. And he's like, he's sweet all right. He's sweet like
mama's
his mama.
boy.
Okay? Y'all got to stop labeling every black man gay, y'all. For
don't
real.
don't come too press me too hard.
I think it was the part in the first interview.
Yeah, I was playing too much.
And if you're watching this interview for the first
playing
time,
too much.
There is a part one, and he and I'll reiterate some of the information. So, because our part one didn't go as well because the internet was just so bad. But like there was a moment where you said, you were with Keke, and then for the first year of your marriage, everything was good. But then after that first year, you didn't touch her anymore. You didn't want to touch her. You weren't attracted to her.
Yeah.
And so they felt like, well, who were you attracted to? If you weren't sleeping with her, who were you sleeping with?
We were being, you stop me if I don't want to interrupt you because I talk too much.
Go.
Here's the deal. We were still intimate. I have to be honest about something that we can all agree with. It don't matter if you're a decent looking person from the outside. Your inside can be so ugly, it's a turnoff. And so I'm telling secrets within myself that it got so bad how she mistreated me. And people want to know, why did you stay and why did you even marry her knowing how she was? Sometimes people think that, and I asked the Lord, you going to change her or is she going to self-destruct? I don't want to be a part of this.
So what you saying? Your dick didn't get hard while you was with her?
No. No, we were still intimate. I have to be honest because the way she treated me, it turned me totally off, and she didn't know it, but I didn't even want to do it.
So for the people in the back who are having a hard time, you can be with a person. I mean, I've been with a person, before I got married in the past, and people can turn you off to the point where you find them, they're attractive, right?
Yeah.
You're like, okay, physically you're attractive, but I don't want to go there because of how you treat me, and so I can't get sexually or physically aroused with you because I'm trying to
straight up turn off.
It's a turn off. It's like you're not appealing enough, and I think that's a conversation that needs to be had within, especially our community, because they're so driven on beauty, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh my gosh, she's bad, or a girl could be a 10, but if she's a 10,
right,
and she's horrible.
Oh my God, you the ugliest person in the world.
You're the ugliest person in the room. And you wonder why a lot of these women are like single.
Yes, ma'am.
And people think, well, it's not an end all be all to have a man. True. But y'all are wanting men.
Yes, ma'am.
And you're saying, well, I can get any man I want, but will they stay? Why are they not? If you're a 10, why is it that a man won't stay with a 10? So then they start to say, well, maybe it's because I'm intimidating, or maybe it's because, they can't afford me.
Right.
It could be all of those things, but the bottom line is you're 10 or 12 or 20 and nobody is staying with you. And that, just like it's a red flag for us when we see an attractive man who has his shit together, no kids, his salary is just through the roof.
Yes, ma'am.
And the first thing we ask is like, well, what's wrong with you? Why don't nobody want you?
Yes, ma'am.
Men do the same thing when it comes to women. What's wrong with you? And that's why I'm watching Pop the Balloon. I don't know if you've seen that series.
I've seen it before.
And I'm studying the dynamics of what men find attractive.
Yes, ma'am.
Because I have a dating show that's coming out called Do You Like Me? Yes. And I would love for you to be a contestant. My God. Who wanna date Zach? I love it. God. But it's old school the way I'm doing my show. Okay. So it's not none of this new school stuff. But I'm watching is men, as long as you are clean,
yes, ma'am,
you look decent, you take care of yourself. You do not have to be in great shape. You just gotta present, like when you walk into a room, they gotta be able to feel your spirit.
Yes, ma'am.
They don't care if you got a big ass, they don't care if you ain't got no hips, they don't care if you ain't got no titties. I've seen the most natural, regular woman. Yes, ma'am. And no balloons are unpopped. Because the man is true, like, well, okay. Yes. Well, let me get to know her. Mm-hmm. I'm not popping my balloon because her ass is not big or her titties are not big or she got a weave down. I'm not doing that.
That's whack.
Yeah. So I'm glad that you addressed that because, we're realists here and
yes,
we're
ma'am.
not, perceptionists. And that's a very perception-based reality that's not even like true. It's fictional. That's not what draws a man to you. So Keke Wyatt could sing her ass off, right?
Yeah.
But if you didn't want her to privately sing for you.
No. Yeah, and that's sad for the kids, the young kids. My baby, daddy, I love you. And people are really on my head. You knew. And it's called love. And you trying to, I ain't trying to change somebody.
So you love Keke, but you're just not in love with her.
Yeah, no, she my sister in the Lord. No love.
Okay, I'm saying when you was with her.
When I was with her.
You loved her.
I loved her.
But you weren't in love with her.
Heck no. Well. When I was with her, I loved her back then. She got worse.
Medical debt is the #1 reason Americans file for bankruptcy, and soon they're going to be reporting on your credit. And usually the medical debt is not your fault. If medical bills are overwhelming you, bankruptcy can stop the collection calls and get rid of the medical debt and allow you to focus on healing instead of worrying about being sued over medical debt. I'm Chad Van Horn, and if you're buried in medical debt, give me a call today and let's find a way out.
Well. When I was with her, I loved her back then. She got worse. All this stuff, the marriage when I met and whatever, she wasn't as bad. She wasn't like this when she was younger. She wasn't as bad as this. Life experiences or whatever, it just, and she took it all out on me. But then again, Michael Jamar, you're hearing the same old story. Abuse.
And Michael Jamar is her who?
Ex-husband.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's one of her ex-husbands.
That's her ex-husband.
Let's back up a little bit. So let's go back to Keke's parents basically telling you that wait, and basically they will give Keke to you.
Yes, ma'am.
That's essentially, and we can judge those things, but that kind of went on a lot back in the day. And when were you born? 70s?
76.
76. So okay, that was they were still doing that in the 60s. Like I'll never forget, my mom got pregnant at 16.
Yeah.
My granddad was like, I'm not giving you to him. Sorry, he's not going to be. We're going to help raise the baby. He can go and you'll find another husband, and that's what happened.
Yeah.
So back then, a lot of parents, especially if you had a 2-parent household, controlled who their daughters married. So they pretty much controlled you. Did you feel like her parents were, because when you describe the person that she is today, and we see the constant change of men and codependency that's going on with Keke, do you feel like her parents were too strict on her, and that's why she ended up with like 14,000 kids and
if I could be honest,
10,000 baby daddies?
If I could be honest, she wasn't too sheltered. They let her do stuff. Yeah, she was going out there with Babyface. Keith Sweat, he was like another father figure, to get her career going and singing and stuff. Even as she was a younger artist, some things happened with, I guess, LaFace. She was only 10, 11 years old.
You said she cussed out.
Oh Lord,
Babyface.
I'm telling you, you tore that contract up. Hey, it is what it is. You ain't let me see my baby. This wouldn't all happen. I can't talk to Keith Rice. Yeah, tore up the contract.
Okay.
10 years, 11 years old.
11 years old.
Tearing up contract, because let's keep it real, horrible attitude. So it was bad, but not as bad.
What do you think, did she ever talk to you since you guys kind of grew up together? Did she ever talk to you about what made her so angry? Did anything, and I know it's not our place to talk about that, but was there any abuse in the household? Was there, because that could bring out a different side of a person. And then we can offer them just kind of, a little bit of grace, as y'all say in the church.
I don't know if y'all believe in this or selling your soul, but it almost seemed like that's what happened a long time ago in the industry or something, because it's like demon possession. Oh, I'm just keeping it real.
So you're saying, when did Keke get her first recording contract?
Listen, this must have happened back in 2000. I know I'm not afraid. God is with me. He's with all of us. Yeah. And saved people leave here too.
You talk very churchy.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Every other word is God. God is with me. She's my sister in love in the Christ.
Y'all don't know my story.
Do you? And we're gonna talk about that in a second here.
Yeah.
Because it sounds. No, I'm not trying to challenge your faith, because people.
Oh yeah.
Because every other word is Bible basis, church basis.
Yes, ma'am.
It's God. It's like you almost have to catch yourself.
Yeah, it's from my near-death experiences. I used to have chronic asthma. God healed me.
Okay.
Chronic anaphylactic shock. You stop breathing, your bowels pass. This is when people die. Spirit leaves the body, trichotomy, body, soul, and spirit.
Yeah.
You're a spiritual person. You're a very spiritual person. Karma, all that, you believe in that. And so your spirit leaves your body. A lot of people, they experience certain levels of that and they never go all the way. And some people don't even believe life after death, but you have to talk to the people in the nursing homes, the doctors. They go on with the people dying, screaming. You know, they live horrible lives in the older age, and stuff is in the room and stuff, and they about to give up the ghost, their spirit, you know, to leave their body. They may be 80-something years old. That don't mean, you know, you could go to an awful place because the way you live your life, no repentance or whatever. Because of my near-death experiences, that's why I have so much reverence, fear for the Lord. That's why I talked away. Not even my parents. They raised me in holiness, and I thank God for that. Because you know the worst people sometimes are in church.
I try to say,
let's just be real.
I don't want to meet nobody in the church.
Let's be real.
What are they trying to give to God?
Let's just be real. I'm not perfect. Anybody out there, I said anything, I hurt you, hurt your feelings, God forgive me. No one's perfect, but it's getting yourself right. You know, whatever you know, everybody is trying to have their own walk with God, but you gotta become a better person. You cannot stay the way that you are.
So what was your childhood like coming up? Were your parents really strict with you?
On top of my chronic asthma, don't make me cry up here. My father, who was a bishop, would beat me. Tie me. You don't know my story when I talk about God like it.
If you want to talk about it,
he would tie me down with rope on hassocks. Yes, Lord. And stretch me out. And I'm supposed to be without and not in my right mind. That's why I talk about God like this, because he kept me. And the signs of when you go through stuff of what I'm about to tell you is when God has his hand on your life. Okay. Satan knows. There's a real devil out here. And so he tied me with rope, and he would beat my back with a belt that came off a bulldozer. Yeah, Miss Lorna Jean heard about my torment and my daddy. People knew.
Keke's mom, so you told her about? Okay.
Yeah, well, she heard about my mother and sister would have to leave the house because the screams were so horrible for me. And then on top of that, I had a chronic asthma where I go in an anaphylactic shock. And he said, if you don't start breathing, he's gonna give me a tracheotomy with a kitchen knife because I was too battered and bruised. Thank you, Lord.
Oh my God.
And my mother bathed me in alabaster oils. So when y'all see me on this YouTube telling you about stuff, I know what I'm talking about. I have millions of dollars in hospital bills. I lived at Raleigh's Children's Hospital for over 2 years, because I go into anaphylactic shock, sometimes 80 to 100 times on an hour, and die. And they have to resuscitate. And I would crush the tube, a trachea, to go down to my lungs. It begin to crush and my esophagus bleed. For me to have all them near-death experiences, it's got to be God that has kept me alive for a reason. And so because of this, I give him all the glory, because, and to tell somebody, what kind of love do I have if I don't share my testimony, tell somebody, and they're out here, they have a spiritual yearning, and they want to know, and I've been through what I've been through, and I don't share them, and you got all the fakers, all the wannabe fake. Yes, I've been bad. I hung out with I was the church boy, the drug dealers in Detroit, and they called me church boy, and went to little parties and stuff, sing, you know, had a few girlfriends, because God would keep me away. He would protect me, you know. He's protected me all my life, and he has protected my life throughout all of that, you know, loneliness and things of this nature. But back to my father, he shot his own son, my big brother. Shot him, he was dying. James, and you know, y'all family, my family, don't be mad at me for telling this story, because they know they had to go with these are my half brothers. We don't like that half stuff. It's just to explain my story.
So he had another family.
My mama, 2 children from us on her, and then she had 2 children she came into, Vicky and Danny. And then it was me and my biological younger sister, Zachlyn Darren. And I have 9 half brothers and sisters, and I love them, and they love me. And but they had to leave when they're younger, because my father abused. He was a bishop. See.
Jasmine, can you get some tissue for him, please?
Yeah, he was a bishop in the church. And guess what I did? What did you do? Oh, you was in the church, but you didn't break my faith with God. And I love my daddy. I forgive my daddy. If he was in hell and I could get him out, I get him out today.
But she's still emotional.
I love it because it's my story. Because you can damage a child, you can ruin them for life.
When did these beatings start? At what age?
Beat me. Thank you, ma'am. Y'all some beautiful people. I thank God for y'all. There ain't nothing but God. Had you. I was beat. They called Vicky and Danny. Danny told me, my brother on my mama's son, my half brother on my mother's child. The first time he saw him hit me, seemed as hard as it could. I was 6 months. Beat me behind a closed door. The door was closed, and he opened the door and he was hit my back, hanging me by my ankles.
You were 6 months old?
Yes, ma'am.
That's what your mama told you?
No, my brother, he called him and opened up the door, and he was beat my back with his hand. Abuse. And see, I didn't take after my daddy, y'all. Y'all see me on the show? Was I acting crazy? I took all that abuse from my father and then had to go through this, and people telling me, you put yourself through that. Think about this for those that are walking in ignorance. What if it was our last chance to get it right?
I would say, if you're the abuse that you're describing coming from your father,
yeah,
even though abuse is abuse,
Mm-hmm.
there are different levels to abuse.
Yeah.
Right? And it sounds like when you're saying that your dad tied you up, that's sort of extreme. That's torturous.
Oh, it was torture. Yeah,
torture.
he abused. Yeah.
What our slaves go through is what Keke did was sort of like, not that it was, abuse is abuse.
Yes, ma'am.
It wasn't as bad.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Yeah.
So it's kind of like, this is, you've seen worse and you've been through worse. So this here was kind of
Thank you, Jesus.
a piece of cake. So now we understand why, because it's like, your language is very biblical. It does sound like every other word is scripture, but and trying to understand you more, this kind of provides context. And I don't want you to to go back or anything like that, but like, did the beatings last your entire childhood?
Up till 16 years old. He even had tied me up to a tree.
Honey Beauty is the company, 100% all organic, no cancer-causing chemicals, no fake ingredients, no fillers. Everything is all natural, period. Most people think that oil is moisturizer, but no, oil is just oil. Trust me, we know, being black folk. Water is actually the real moisturizer. We all know that, and that's why it doesn't lock into the skin or the hair. And that's why Honey Beauty created their signature Moroccan rose water, pure hydration for your hair. Then you seal it all in with their 13-in-1 hair growth accelerator. Y'all see how fast my hair be growing? To lock in that moisture from the root to the tip, okay? And just because I got short hair doesn't mean I don't want my hair slipping and sliding as it's doing right now in this video. So if you're ready for real ingredients on your hair, please check out honeybeauty.com to see what everyone's talking about, including me, and that's why I'm talking about it.
He even had tied me up to a tree, 15 feet up in the air. But people don't know about this, but what I heard is this: even if you don't know if something's truth, you might not know, you might need to dig a little bit and find out and investigate. And this is why I could lift 500 pounds. My father did to me. This is why I don't play. If you better have a firearm or something like that, because it could be your demise. I'm a good person. I'm not gonna just, the penny sign, I had to restrain somebody like your king did.
Yeah.
Thank God for him. A man sticking up for his woman.
So he put you in a tree?
Hung me up the tree. I was about 10 years old. Walked me up the tree on a step ladder for all this commenting and stuff. You don't know what God is doing. And because this could be this girl's last chance. And tied me with rope on the tree. I forgot to take out the trash. I was on pins and needles. See, I'm not supposed to be in my right mind. But God, who's rich in mercy. And guess what I would do?
Wait a minute, he put you on pins and needles?
No. I was on pins and needles about, I don't want to forget to take out the trash. I did all my chores. We had a mansion. My father was wealthy. My father became a millionaire. And he's from Thomasville, Georgia. He couldn't read or write. He left from Thomasville with the kids, and what they didn't know, I think some of my family came out before he died. He was one of the biggest heroin dealers in Indianapolis before he gave his life totally to Christ. Mm-hmm. And he started his well drilling and plumbing. Certain people would find stuff in the house and stuff and needles, and from where, he was selling. But he admitted to me, to his best friends that were in ministry, yeah, I used to be the biggest drug dealer. And that's before he came into ministry. He gave all that up, but it came on out. But not only was it me, some of the other brothers had suffered abuse and get tired and beat, but I got it the worst. He'd beat me until I go into anaphylactic shock, sometimes 45 minutes, and then come back, rest, because he's tired. And it's a price for the anointing. It's a price for the anointing. What you don't know will hurt you in the end. If somebody has been through something, y'all investigate me. My Wisher Hospital no longer exists in Indianapolis. About $6 million there. Raleigh Children's Hospital, probably $7 million there.
Why
living with a chronic condition.
No, but they didn't ask you about the bruises when you were in the hospital? I mean, you're light skinned. So bruises would have showed up all over your body. They didn't, what?
Well, here's the deal. When I had to live there, or when I was going through that time, a lot of time I was in and out of the hospital, and having him, he couldn't beat me then. So if I was in the hospital, he would not take me, else they would arrest him, because I was battered. So my mother bathed me in alabaster oils, so my back didn't look like Kunta Kinte.
Did he beat your mom?
No, nor my sister. That was his pride and joy, my little sister and my mother. Now his ex-wife, there was some abuse there and stuff like that. And y'all joking and stuff. And I love the gay community and stuff like that, because I believe in love. And it's love. And listen, love each other, not hatred. Mm-hmm. Okay, but no, I'm like my mama. I can be like not my daddy and, the abuse and stuff. Because you see how I treat my children. You watch the show, watch my mannerism. It tells on itself.
They all agreed that Keke was crazy as fuck.
Yeah.
She was always
so if I've been through all that, can you imagine these young men and stuff and talking about this and that? You don't know that a person like me, how much restraint God has given me. Your neck. Your neck.
Because I'm surprised. You're supposed to be at a person, if you're describing your abuse, this is pretty extreme, this is torturous.
Yeah.
You automatically go into either fight or flight. So if someone's trying to attack you, your defense mechanism is going to be a lot stronger, a lot more reactive than the normal everyday person that gets out. So for you to exercise restraint in such a manner, how do it?
Boom, right here. I said, not no jail for me. My younger kids need me. Here's the lesson God gave me in taking me through that, because people not gonna believe that, but God had me to marry Miss Kitera. They might not believe this.
You're talking about Keke.
Keke, yeah, her name, Kitera.
Okay.
Just meditate and think on it. It don't matter if you don't believe it or not. Just put in your thoughts. What if this young lady is her last chance? Oh, I have something to tell you. Her mama cried, Miss Lorna Jean. She'll know when she see this. Keke mama, Miss Lorna Jean, I'm sorry.
You good.
Miss Lorna Jean, Keke's mama. She cried, she had told me a couple times, but she cried her heart out. Keke, she missed it. She was on the other side of the bed, she was in the bedroom. And my daddy was from Thomasville, Georgia. That's why I got this little accent or whatever.
No, you good. So
my daddy was from Thomasville, Georgia. And she was crying and bawling her eyes out. Here's what she said. She knew the calling on my life. She said, Zach, please don't leave my daughter. Because if you leave her, I believe, I don't want to be spared, forgive me. Yeah. I believe that she will meet her demise, because she's going to self-destruct. She's been on a path to self-destruct, and it's going to eventually catch up with her. And I don't know how much longer she'll be here.
So you stayed as a kind of like to honor her mother's wishes that you protect her daughter, even from herself.
Not only that, I can, all I'm asking for people, you, everybody, is to just think about it. The Lord spoke to me, it was in 2017, I was getting out of my car, and he said, I'm getting ready to send your wife. I had very few girlfriends and stuff because God's hand has been on my life. He protected me from women and stuff. In 2010, I started having visions. I have prophetic visions.
Okay.
I can see something when people die. I ain't no witch or warlock, but a prophet, prophetically. And I saw when her father, 6 months before her grandfather passed away. That's why we went down there to visit Bishop Payne. That's where Larry come that side of the family. But
and you talking about Larry
Weathers,
the cousin.
Yeah,
that
she was sleeping with.
That she was
I'm a legend.
with.
Everything a legend.
Okay.
And so, where was I at?
You said her mom, and you said
her mom.
God has sent you. Said he was going to send you a wife.
Yeah, 2017 he spoke to me, and you heard her come out in 2017. Michael's going to divorce me. You remember that?
Yeah.
With the glasses?
So she divorced Michael Jamar.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you were like...
Michael said that I want a divorce. Remember he told her she was crying on, y'all can have it, roast his A, and he leaving, he want a divorce.
Right.
Here's what God told me. He said, I'm getting ready to introduce you to your wife. I'm getting ready. And I know his voice. When you leave your body, you'll find out if there's a heaven or hell. But it's really not funny because it's too late for most people. But he spoke to me and I said, because I put puzzle pieces together if God don't tell me everything. I said, you ain't going to do this to me, are you? I said, I know you won't. I said, you ain't going to give me this woman, Keke. Sure enough. I said, so you going to deliver her? Just hear me out. I said, so, because I know I'm meant for ministry, my destiny. Her grandfather know. I'll tell you the prophecy her father, Keever Sr., gave. He gave all three of them a warning, and he gave a prophecy on my life. Her own father.
So how did he give you the Keke? Did you pursue Keke, or did Keke come to you after she divorced Michael Jamar? Because that was very public.
She texted me. She texted me, and this is after I foresaw the car accident. He got in, he fell off the freeway, remember?
I remember that.
Got burned up.
And you said she went and got pregnant by somebody else in the first interview.
Why did you remember
It's
that?
okay.
Are you a prophet?
No, I'm just remembering what you said.
Oh, Lord, you going to bring that up? God almighty. It's out there,
So he got into a car accident, but yet he wanted a divorce.
Michael got into a car accident, and this was 4 months before I was to come down there.
Okay, and so Keke had went and got, while he was in the hospital recovering, she
met somebody while she was down there watching over him, because he was in an induced coma for 3 months in Memphis, Tennessee. She met a guy down there, and you know the rest.
And she got pregnant, and then you were with her.
No, I wasn't with her.
While she was pregnant?
No, some got taken care of.
So she had no...
before, and then what happened is, and we talked about it, she didn't want to tell me, but this is my children, we not doing this, we at the end now, so it is what it is. You think it's funny me not seeing my kids? All I had to do was just even talk to them, because I know what God's going to do.
Right now, you can't see your kids at all.
Yeah, I was going to talk to them, because I already know what the Lord's going to do. Everybody don't got it like that. I already know what he's going to do.
Okay, so wait a minute. Because what I'm doing is I'm jumping in between.
Yes, ma'am.
You having talks with, spiritual talk. And so, and I'm trying to make sure that the viewers can translate what you're saying. So so Keke texted you, and when she texted you, you responded.
Yes, ma'am.
But God had already told you while you were sitting in the car that he was going to send you a wife, and it was going to be Katera, who is Keke. So how did the marriage proposal come about? Like, did she propose the marriage, or did you?
Here's what happened. So before she texted me the night before, I'm just telling the truth, Tasha. The Lord spoke to me, said, prepare for marriage. He didn't say no names. That was the night. He'd already spoke to me and said, I'm sending your wife and stuff like that. He spoke to me the day before she texted me. And so when she texted me, I said, oh man, because I'm trying to avert, because I watch R&B divas. I see she has not changed. I'm not stupid. And I'm just like, I don't want this. And then the children, you know, I don't have any kids. I love children, you know. So anyway.
He's very fruitful.
Yeah, she texted me. I called her.
Okay.
And she said, I got a divorce. The divorce wasn't final. I said, hey, baby, I'm thinking, because God done already talked to me. But see, you got to know, you never know what God's up to.
So did you guys, before you were intimate, did you marry her?
No, no, I'm real. I fell into fornication. Absolutely. Yeah, and I had to repent. Yeah, I was in fornication. We got married.
How soon after you had reunited with
October.
Keke did you sleep with her?
October.
Which is like what, when she called you?
When she called me,
You need your
I don't
asthma
know.
pump?
No, I still kind of cough or whatever, but God healed me from that.
Okay.
I kind of had that saliva or something like that.
That's cool.
Yeah, but God healed me from that. So she texted me. It took about, I don't know, I got down there. She texted me July the 25th. I was down there the first day of me coming, Kemar's birthday, so that would have been August the 17th.
Okay. So how did the conversation of marriage come up? Did you propose to her? Did you go get a ring and propose like old school, or was it just y'all just got up and went to the courthouse?
We got married on the lake, her father.
But who proposed?
Basically, I did.
Okay, there's some water down there.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
You good.
Tasha, you got this ghetto guy up in here.
You're not ghetto.
But you got more than what you bargained for, me talking.
But let me ask you a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Because, you know, sitting here with you for a little while, and, you know, we've had several conversations.
Yes, ma'am.
And I don't want you to take this the wrong way.
Yes, ma'am.
And maybe this has a lot to do with, I don't know, we'll get into that.
Yes.
But it kind of sounds like you're a kind of go with the flow type guy.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Like, you know, Keke has a very dominant personality.
It couldn't be no other way.
And so it's kind of like whatever she say is like, yes, dear, I'm on the way.
Mm-hmm. Hoping that it would change.
So you were hoping that she would change and go from being alpha to beta.
Yeah, because I mean, people might take this the wrong way. Take it however you please. If you believe in demonic spirits, some people have them, and she does. And so
you're saying, without a doubt, that in your opinion, Keke is demonic. You don't think she can change at all. I mean,
when a person
allegedly sleeping with your cousin and taking him from his wife
and starting a church,
that's pretty insane.
Yeah.
Okay, so but what it sounds like is that Keke kind of attaches herself to people who, in my opinion, have some sort of trauma.
Wow.
Because when you look at, you know, Michael Jamar, or even when you describe the cousin, how the cousin almost like lost his life and his wife, Ebony, nursed him back. And then he left the wife to go be with Keke because Keke, I guess, according to you, had promised him a church. It sounds like the men that she attracts are generally men that just kind of go with the flow. She can easily get in and kind of pick up and appear to have this family, this grand family, together with all these children to, I guess, position herself before the world that I will always have it all. I will have the husband, I will have the kids, I will have the fame. Yeah. Even if it behind the scenes it's not good, it looks good to you guys.
Yeah.
And so I saw her the other day on the Shade Room, and she posted a video, and she was essentially taking shots to you because she's now in a relationship with Anthony Whitehead. And Anthony Whitehead, and we're going to say allegedly, is attached to a very high-profile scamming family. And even some women have reached out to me to say that the current guy that Keke is with is a scammer. He scammed them. His uncle is in jail. Bishop Lamar Whitehead, who was convicted of scamming. This is the second time. He's serving 9 years this time for scamming. And so Eric Whitehead, who was on Love and Hip Hop with Sierra Glam Shop, right? All of these Whiteheads, they're all related. They all drive Rolls Royces. They all drive these high-end cars, and they all attach themselves to high-profile people. If it's not the church, it's people. And so I just, from the way you're describing your life, like you grew up very traumatically and torturously abused to the point where you had no choice but to cling on to your faith, because it's like, how else would I be here? Your mom didn't save you.
She would go take my sister. Please, I don't want to interrupt you. You just put your finger up with me because now you see why I talk so much. Got a story. Take my mama, take my sister.
Now, this video is for my active duty service members, as well as veterans that are in the Jacksonville area, as well as surrounding Florida areas. My girl, Kanisha Hay, a proud U.S. Army veteran, as well as broker with Florida Gateway Realty, is helping veterans such as yourself get into new construction homes with little to no down payment. Can you believe that? Especially during the holidays, y'all better take advantage of this. And here's the best part. During Veterans Month that is taking place right now, qualified buyers can get up to $2,000 in realty rebate credit when you sign an offer with Kanisha. Plus, you can use your VA loan with 0 down, as well as added builder concessions that are gonna work in your favor so that you don't come out of pocket on anything for your new home. But don't wait, the deal ends November 30th, but you have until January 31st to close of 2026. Head on over to KanishaHay.com/veterans to book your 15-minute consultation with Miss Hay to see if you qualify for this particular program. Happy holidays, winos.
Now you see why I talk so much. Got a story. Take my mama, take my sister, and her husband, my father, was her God. And so instead of taking care of me and calling the police for your child to save your child, you got to leave. And we lived in a mansion on 8 acres. Father's a wealthy man. The house looked like the governor of the White House in Indianapolis, Indiana. Take my sister and go to Dairy Queen because you could still hear the screams from outside in our huge driveway. It's like, what was it, Vincent? That show used to come on, Vincent? Yeah. The large driveway, bigger than that. And for the silliest things, I was on pins and needles trying to do everything, and he just took everything out on me.
I'm shocked that, now I'm gonna say something that's very, very surface level, but I don't want you to take it like it's anything towards you.
Yes, ma'am.
Because when you look at traditionally how children are abused, and whether they're abused mentally, physically, sexually, there always is some sort of outlet, right? And so for you have every reason. If people are labeling you as gay, which I don't think that's the premise of the conversation. However, I could see you being gay, because it's like, I'm not saying you are. Yeah. Because you didn't get the proper love from a man. Yeah. Like your dad, right? Nothing broke. And then your mom didn't save you, so that could easily turn into you hating women.
I ain't gonna lie, I like them thick. You don't have to be too thick.
But that's generally when you, trauma will do that. But you've done the complete opposite. You have tried to save.
I'm not tracking me. I will go with you.
You've tried to I'll knock you save down. Women.
Yeah.
But you still attract yourself to the same type of women that your mom is. Because Keke has a lot of kids and according to you, she kind of turns a blind eye to their needs and their health and their wellness. And
when she got the man or something on with a man, I was able to see. And you stop me if I interrupt you. I don't do over talk. What it is if the man ain't living in the house. I talk to Key Ryan. Go to the other room. Just say give me 5 minutes. Hey, baby, on FaceTime. Hey, baby.
And you're talking to Keke's child.
Yeah, talking to Key Ryan, my son. Because the little boy, I knew I couldn't see my baby. I want to hold him. And let me tell you something about Anthony. Handsome dude. We already know what's going on, the money or whatever. But I'm not a hater. You get divorced, you go on with your life. I had no problem in picking up my son. That was cute.
Yeah, because she did show Anthony Whitehead, her current boyfriend, holding your baby, and that was obviously a dig to you after you sat down with me and did the first interview.
I held Michael's, and I loved them, and I taught the kids to love their biological father and put him first.
Yeah. It's a lot of men around these kids, and to me, that worries me. And it's like, Keke is grown. She could do what she want to do. But personally, my mom always had a different boyfriend, and we didn't tell her till she got older. Those boyfriends tried to touch on us.
See?
And so for Keke to have a revolving door of men, to me, that's concerning, because it's like, how are you able to watch? How many kids does she have? 13?
11.
11 kids? And you're bringing in different men around your children. And then on top of that, you claim that she has a severe drinking problem to the point where how could she be a proper mother? Wow. And then me and you spoke about your kids, when you did have contact with them, calling you, according to you,
order me something.
Order me food, Daddy.
They in the room, it's locked up, and they in there, and we hungry. And
so Keke would be in a room locked up with Anthony, and the kids would be hungry.
Or Larry too. Larry too. Larry, then Anthony.
Larry is the cousin that she's allegedly sleeping with and took from his.
Allegedly.
And then Anthony, and so they would be in the room.
Oh yeah.
And your kids would call you and say,
with the refrigerator.
They would be in the room with the refrigerator.
Oh, that means it's the refrigerator, so I have to leave the room. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So the kids can't get in the room and get food? They don't have a refrigerator in the kitchen?
They got their own personal refrigerator in the room, so not having to leave out the room, her and Larry or the man or whatever that she has at the time.
Does she get new beds when y'all come in? Or do you just...
Nah.
So you slept in the same bed as
Well, no, the mattresses and stuff, I guess, got changed. Yeah, that did happen. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. Tasha, I already know you don't play. You don't play. I already know.
Because I'm just trying to see how this works, because I know she ain't buying new houses.
Yeah.
So she's in the same house with these kids, and the men are just revolving.
Ooh wee. And see, this is the thing. For me to wait so long, see, I've had a few girlfriends.
Since Keke?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? God has protected me. He's a keeper. He can protect you. And people, y'all go through a lot. Look at my story. Some people been molested, abused. I was just beaten. But never molested, nothing like that. Just beaten. But you think I want something like this? I had no children. I just need one. Booty, breast, I'm trying to go in full-time ministry.
Okay.
A woman, a woman, and, just one. And good God Almighty, I even talked to the Lord, but people maybe they'll understand it this way. Have you ever heard of some people with self-destruct?
Yeah.
And it comes, the book gets closed, and that's the end. That's where we are with Miss Keke. It's over.
Okay.
So
the only reason you're here is because you just want to see your kids.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And so have you gone through the proper channels, like courts, to make that happen?
Well, when we went to divorce, I'm not there for money. I'm not there because she was trying to get an abandonment order. I'm not. You call me crazy. I'm not. This is a cell phone. I ain't talking to you ever again. I'm just making an analogy. I'm not never talking to you again on the phone because she's going to verbally abuse, attack, talk crazy. You don't have access to me anymore to put that.
So you only had access to the kids through their cell phone.
Yeah.
So how do you expect to have...
Oh, their iPads, yeah.
Yeah, so how do you expect to be an active father if you don't talk to Keke?
In the courts, this is what happened. Worked it out with James, which was the lawyer, because they were trying to get an abandonment even when Larry was there. He was trying to coach her through that.
Yeah.
James, the lawyer, he came to me, he said, Zach, she said that, you can work out something, because I wanted to get them for Kiraya. because you know my younger child needs special needs, and she's gonna want to be around. You can't have access to me. I can't be around my younger son then. If she's around, that's why y'all know I'm serious.
What was the agreement that y'all worked out?
Her mama's house, come over her mama's and visit with the children that way. And because, here's another thing. She had this video on, that's why I did all that explaining about the kids. She shortened a version down of the video where it shows me cussing my oldest son out and Raja, but cussing primarily the one that was bumping into me.
Yeah.
Instead of the whole thing that shows him bumping into me, she was going to use that in courts per se to say that I was violent.
Why were you cussing him out though? You was cussing him out?
This is the one I said that was bumping into me. He was mad because I had told him, stop following me around the house. They're totally disrespectful. Challenging me.
I mean, that's what happens when you marry a woman with all these kids though. The kids are not going to respect you because they're like,
you ain't my daddy.
And you going to be replaced. We know our mama. How long you here for?
Hey.
So Raja, the oldest child, was...
he's the second oldest.
Second oldest.
Yeah.
Was bumping in you, basically trying to challenge you.
He was really trying to set his mother off because he was upset because his younger sister beat him up 2 years ago. She done beat his glasses off and got the best of him. He was telling Zach, my jaw, after it was all over, my jaw's hurting from where she done. And he 21, she 13. She got them hands. Mimi, you got them hands. I'm sorry, Tosh.
It's like he wanted to get his lick back, and he did during this interview. Got your ass beat by your 13-year-old sister, and you 21.
And you gonna fight me? You ever seen the silverback gorilla when they walk? This is a side note.
Yeah.
And the people go, I'm just keeping it real.
Yeah.
Because you don't know how much power or what they can do to you.
I know.
You see the silverback, of course, I'm not all the way there. Wish I was, but he's sitting in the jungle and he walk past and everybody get quiet and they do one of these. Because if he get a hold of you, what's going to happen? Leave me alone.
So she recorded you cussing him out.
Alone. Yeah, she shortened it and she gonna call herself using that in court. And James told me, talking about, and I just went with the flow. The reason why I went with the flow is because I knew God would do his thing. Mm-hmm. I went with the flow, so I'm gonna trust God. And I just see him at Lorna Jean's house. Guess what? It was all for show. When I went to call them after court, Mama Lorna saying when call them 2 weeks in advance, like we agreed. Mm-hmm. Call baby Kiva, and I understand that's their sister at the end of the day.
Okay.
She had them, basically told them, don't answer his call. And so they never answered.
You have no contact at all?
Because you need a mediator.
Okay.
She crazy.
Okay. So how long we got? How long we on, Jess? We good? How many minutes? Okay. So I guess, because like I said, you came through and you spilled a whole hell of a lot of wine. You said that Keke was, got an alleged heavy alcohol addiction. The cousin, her starting a church with her cousin. Now, there was something that you did say during the first interview. You said that her and Larry had been cousins since they were kids, which led a lot of people to think that they weren't actually cousins.
They family.
They family. So they're blood cousins.
Listen.
We're stressed out about anything, including debt. There's so many other detriments to our lives, our health, our family, our friends, all can see it on us. And then when you become debt-free, you can start focusing on things that truly make you happy. It really is true happiness. I've had many individuals make up with family members after going through bankruptcy because they don't have the stress. It really changes your mindset and it allows you to have the freedom, the mental freedom to take care of what's really important. And I certainly recommend it for everybody because, as we all know, life is too short.
Remember I was telling y'all about the lubricant? Y'all hear in all my videos, the lube that I always use. This is it right here. It's Wet Kitty. This is what it look like. Wet Kitty, Wet Kitty, Wet Kitty. If you're having vaginal dryness, she got you. Wet Kitty is that girl. It mimics the vaginal fluids. It is odorless, colorless, tasteless. It does not cause vaginitis. It does not dry up and get sticky. Again, it's that girl. Officiallypleasure.com. And yes, I recommend this to my patients. I recommend this to all the girls.
Farm to School Conference located in Albuquerque, New Mexico. It starts December 1st through 4th, and it's going to have over 1,500 educators, parents, chefs, chefs and things like that are implementing changes right now in our children's nutrition at the schools, meaning healthier school lunches. I'm excited to meet Ron Finley, the gangster gardener. I've been following him for years. He's gonna be this year's keynote speaker. And I wanna let you know that tickets are on sale and they're going fast. And so listen, if you care like I care and you are tired of having to pack lunches every day, especially if we're tax-paying citizens, then put your money where your mouth is and be in Albuquerque, New Mexico, December 1st through December 4th. Get your tickets now before they're sold out, okay? Decision makers are gonna be at this conference implementing changes in schools across America. So don't wait, grab your ticket right now at farmtoschool.org/conference. Use my coupon code TashaK25 to get 25% off your ticket. Winos, I'm gonna see you in Albuquerque if you can. It was something that you did say during the first interview. You said that her and Larry had been cousins since they were kids, which led a lot of people to think that they weren't actually cousins. That
No, they family.
they family, so they're blood cousins.
Listen, all I know, that's Larry's side of the family, Bishop Payne. That's their cousins. So, and when I say since diapers, is I've known Larry a part of the Payne family. Yeah, cousins. She, Joshua, Bunkin, all them, you know, I hate to put them in it. They all cousins. Yeah, the part of, that's Lorna Jean's, that's the grandfather. Cousins.
Okay, so they are blood cousins.
Yeah, cousins.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. But she didn't have a baby by this cousin.
Trying to, that's why he had to go.
Because he didn't want no baby with his.
Can you believe this with your own cousin?
Has Larry reached out to you or Ebony since this interview? The first interview?
Nope. and his heart is what, 25, 30? No, I want to get it right. Maybe 35% at capacity.
He has a heart problem.
And he had the widowmaker heart attack, Miss Tasha, on Sunday service while he was preaching in 2022.
Okay.
And then he gonna go and get with Keke. And he died in the pulpit or you know, had to resuscitate him and he was down. They did all the surgery.
But he's still alive though.
He's still alive.
Okay.
Barely. Yeah, he talking about, listen, he probably want to leave the city of Atlanta so he could, because all what's going on, this will destroy you. He was, you know, because he's a manipulator, master manipulator. His whole thing is, I want to be a famous pastor. His whole thing is money. A scammer. He's a scammer. That's all it is. He's a scammer.
Okay.
He's a scammer.
Okay, cool. So, you know, Keke is probably not going to be happy with these interviews you've been doing and you telling her business on YouTube, even though it is quite juicy. It is quite juicy. The house. Let's talk about the conditions of the house. Because you had 11 kids and it's just you. How was the house? Was the house clean?
No. I mean, you know, I helped clean up but like the children's rooms and stuff was tore up, and I was the one a lot of times. She did get on to him here and there, you know, get your room and everything, but it was. There's
a difference between being clean, unkept, and nasty.
Let's just
nasty?
Say, let me take this back.
Okay.
House was clean. The kids' room, a lot of times, especially younger one, they'll tear it up. So let me take this back. I want to take this back.
That's normal. That's
normal. Okay. She liked to clean, but with situations like that, the man and all, you know, going through all this, the cousin and then the new guy and all that, she'll back off or she can back off. But yeah, there's times that she liked to clean, keep it clean, get on the kids. I'll get on the kids and then make sure they clean their rooms and stuff like that. But no, it wasn't just clothes everywhere and stuff like that. Yes, she learned that from her mama, keeping stuff clean. And then I want to, you know, readjust and tell the truth.
So let me ask you this. So like when you came in and God said he was going to send you a wife and then it was Keke and then you guys are married shortly after and then boom, you like replaced Michael Jamar, like, oh, I got another one. Everybody was like, Keke, can we get you? There was a lot of talk about Keke's prayer. Sierra got a prayer. They was like, can we get Keke's prayer? You remember those rumors that went around? It was like, can we, because Keke keep a man. Keke keeps a man. Like, and they were kind of praising her for a while about how she was able to get in and kind of defy the odds of men not wanting women with children and things like that. And so we just know that there's a certain type of man that she tends to gravitate towards, and it's usually trauma bonds or men who have been through horrific things. Like
you're gonna have to take down. You're gonna have to take down, or it's a blow.
Like you're gonna have to submit.
You gotta submit. And my thing, submit. One of the things too coming in is the younger children. You got young babies that want a father. And you see women do this. They trying to fix somebody, or they trying to do this and that.
Right. So you were trying to fix Keke.
Ooh-wee.
How did you guys peacefully have sex with like 9 kids in the house?
Good God Almighty.
How was that? Like that, I couldn't even have sex with 2 in the house. Like how y'all go with 11? But hurry up now, they finna come. You got 5 minutes. Somebody gonna be walking through the door. God Almighty. Every 5 minutes, somebody knocking on mommy. Do the kids call the new guy daddy? Always? Like, did all the kids call you daddy when she married?
Imagine them they was having to call him Uncle Larry, and he gonna marry her. So he gonna be Uncle Daddy?
Call her cousin Uncle Larry. What did they all called you daddy?
Yeah, even the older ones.
What called you dad?
At times, the older ones, because of my love. You have to understand them. The little bumping into me, that's at the end. Those kids, they putting the money in their hands, showing them love with actions.
Right. Okay.
Going down to see his girlfriend, the older son. And because of all my love, my mama wasn't getting no money sometime. Boom, here you go, here's $500, thousands, boom, 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 my money, not hers. Mm-hmm. And so they seen the love, and they knew I loved them. I kissed him on the jaw, my older son. I kissed him on the jaw, he let me. You know why? And there's times he cried. He had tears and all that because he didn't have his father in his life. Him and Michael Jamar had a little bond, playing the video games.
So she got some kids that don't have a daddy.
Well, the daddy ain't in it, no. Michael Jamar's in his children's life. I can truly say.
How many kids can you off top remember living with her that didn't have an active father? Because right now you're considered an inactive father. So Anthony is stepping in.
Yeah.
So how many at the time?
That's where I'm at. So that's gonna be Bean, Raja, Mimi. Heaven passed away. She considers that her, she puts that in the lineup, the count, 11. Okay. Michaela, Michael's daughter, it's not her biological. She puts that in the count, so I just count them too, of her children, out of respect. But Bean, the oldest, Raja, second oldest, and Mimi, their father was Ramet, inactive. Okay.
Were they inactive because they didn't want to be, or was it because of Keke made it hard for them to be inactive? The same thing she's doing that you claim she's doing with you.
No, that was different. He just didn't want to be. He just didn't put forth the effort. Did you ever talk to her? I never talked to Ramet. She was married in 2003. I was at her grandfather's church. I was going to his church at the time. And they were married. Bean was, I don't know if he was 1 or 2. Raja was a little baby.
Okay.
And after church was over, I ran out of there because she gonna try to talk to me. I'm respectful. You my sister in the Lord. You my sister. You off limits. I'm not talking to you. I don't believe in that. That's why I thank God for your king. I believe in respect. You respect somebody's wife and their husband. You don't do no stuff like that. From the old school where you get your teeth knocked out. Okay. So she tried to come to me after church. She married to this man, Ramet. I don't care what you've been going through, out of respect. I said, I don't want him. She ran up to the van. Is Zach in here? Why he run away? And I said, because I don't want him feeling insecure. And you tried to. And I finally had to make a joke. Who was that son that song, My Neck, My Back? I said, my neck, my back, did you stab him just like that, just to get him away from me? Everybody started laughing, and she walked away crying. Just to get her away from me. You married. Don't try to holler at me.
So did she know Michael Jamar as a child as well, too?
No.
Okay.
Michael, she met Michael, I guess, with her mama. I don't know if she was at a club or something. Her mama introduced her to Michael some kind of way or something. They was there. and they met that way. She was in the process of leaving where I met, and that's how that happened.
Okay.
That's how that happened.
So let's go through these receipts real quick.
All right, I don't want you to see my scribble scrabble.
They was blurry the last time. So
I don't want you to see. Now, this was just some scribble scrabble.
let me see. It's okay. Let me see it.
She threatened to put glass in my food. I want to make sure, even having to restrain her when she acted like a wild animal.
So when did she threaten to put fine glass and ground it up?
All the time. She said she was going to eventually kill me.
Oh my God.
Because I restrained her. Like a wild animal, kicking me in the stomach and stuff.
Okay, so you got...
That's the church sounding land. You can
We're
look
going to
it up.
have to... Jasmine going to have to take some pictures of these before we leave so we can add these to the interview. So this is Sound 11. This is Larry and Keke with a bald head. This is around the time when she said she shaved her head because of her son with cancer, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right. So Keke starting a church. Yeah. We also got her here with Larry again, okay? Sound Atlanta, Larry Weathers and Keke. So what happened to the church? Why did they eventually close it?
I was mad about coming here. I was kind of scared.
Why are you scared?
Cause I was like, I seen this video you trolling her. I was crying. I was like, I'm gonna fight her ass. It's a boy! It's a boy! It's a boy!
The Malone family, y'all are like a household name now.
This is Serena and Tasha right here.
Okay, that's different.
Each sibling has their own story. Everybody has a different age. Everybody has a different stomping grounds. You feel me? Everybody has a different story, but it's all real. It's raw.
Before we get into the family dynamic, I want to know about you.
I be in the field, yeah. I be really trapping. I ain't choose this lifestyle. This street shit chose me. Never fold under pressure. That's what bro told me. How to get it out the mud. Pop my shit. Let me rock my shit out. I don't want to get serious talking too much shit, but I said what I said in that song for my sister.
Did you have your baby in jail?
Yes. Shakur.
Damn. How did he get in the system? That's okay. Can we get her some tissue?
That's a hard. That's hard to talk about. And I can't hide my face with this camera.
What happened? Why did they put him in the system though?
They adopted my son last year before my birthday. I got the news while I was getting out the lift before I got into my apartment.
Do you know the family?
No. I need my son. I didn't do anything and I wasn't.
So what happened to the church? Why did they eventually close it?
He left.
He left.
He snuck out on she went to Barbados. She had a gig in Barbados, I think, for Mother's Day. Had enough, and then she was trying to have the baby. He couldn't do nothing, he couldn't go nowhere. And then the baby just topped it off, trying to have a baby by his own. God.
How did you find out about this? Because is it family told you?
I ain't telling you.
Is Larry back with Ebony?
Oh, heck no. She got a new boo.
So Bishop Charles E. Stone, this is her grandfather.
No, that's my former pastor.
Oh, this is your former pastor. Okay, so how does he fit into the story?
He fits into the story. That man right there prophesied my father's passing. I went and told him, I'm just giving you a little background because I don't want to get back all into that. I totally get it. It's almost over the interview. A little bit of background about that man, seeing his face. He just passed.
Okay.
In June the 3rd.
Yep, last year, 2024.
He prophesied my father's death, foreseen his death.
Okay.
Then my father would pass in 9 months. God showed him my father passed the first day of the 9th month. That's where all the miracles, healings, people healed of cancer and stuff. I went to the church and stuff.
Right.
That's the new
So this
deal.
is Keke with the new man. With Anthony. He's very flashy. And you said, according to you, the only reason Anthony is around is because Keke had promised to buy him a car.
No, I was jokingly about if I leased this Bentley, I mean, not this Bentley, if I lease this Rolls Royce Wraith, will you stay? In other words, her position is, I'll do anything for him to stay. Because you see how Larry left? He looks a lot better than Larry. Larry's chest was hanging down like the clumps, his nipples down to his belly button.
I'm trying.
Anthony's body ain't raggedy. So she's really trying to keep this dude around, and a lot of it too is for everybody. What do you call that? An image.
Together,
you got your image.
But she ain't married Anthony yet. I think he refusing maybe a marriage or so.
You got to watch that with Tamar, the witch. The witch tried to warn her. The witch told her to break up with him. There's something worse is going to happen.
There's an interview out here.
Tamar Braxton
interviewed
with the witch.
She has a podcast. Y'all said with bad sound, but the content was good. Okay, Tamar, bad sound, because the reason Tamar has bad sound on a podcast is because she's not supposed to be using a microphone to talk. She's supposed to be using a microphone to sing. And that's why God cut the sound out of that mic, Tamar. Okay? We want Love and War Part 2, Part 3, Part 4. Not you interviewing witches. Those are for Tasha K. So Tamar did an interview with a witch.
Well, that's her co-host. Oh, yeah.
She has a co-host as a witch?
Oh, yeah.
Wait a minute. Hold on. So Tamar has a podcast that she was trying to tell everybody to listen to. And the podcast host is a witch. She's not a part of the church. But Tamar grew up in the church. So what is she doing?
She brought Keke to see her. And she began to tell Keke.
She brought Keke onto the show.
To see the witch, what the witch gonna say. And the witch was trying to, because they tap in. Please don't make me expose it. Demons tell witches information.
Yeah.
Familiar spirits, monitoring spirits.
So she did a podcast basically telling her viewers what the witch told Keke, and Keke is supposed to get rid of that man. And they publicized that?
Well, oh yeah, you saw that for you to watch.
What type of content is this?
It gets messier, don't it? Tasha, did I see that face? Here we go.
Oh, Jasmine, this is getting confronted on Wednesday.
Here we go.
For White Wine Wednesday.
Gotcha.
That's some white folks shit.
Got him.
I know damn well Tamar ain't funneling around here with the witches and the warlocks and shit.
Can I tell you what happens with that normally when you consult? Normally when you're consulting like this, Lord have mercy, you're going to make me tell it.
Mm-hmm.
Witches deal with, I'm talking about what I know. Familiar spirits, monitoring spirits. People don't believe in demons. How you think you got, remember Edgar Casey?
Yes.
Remember all them boys that was up under his house?
Yes.
You think of a normal human being. One of the guys, the homicide detectives, he done jumped up and the man was sleeping, walking around and up on him. He was telling, giving his story. Those are demonic spirits. And so the demonic spirits tell the witch familiarity about the person. And do you know what the witch was trying to hint at her?
What?
If you keep going on, and she backed off because she said, but I love him. That this can get bad. And she said, if you don't watch out, he'll do you worse than anybody in the world. Ooh-wee, I wonder. Here's my point. Where Keke
So the witch told Keke all this.
Oh yeah, she began to back off of it though. When she see Keke is not accept, but she's trying to hold on. The witch backed off. The witch she see a whole lot more she's not saying.
Do you think Michael Ford would talk to me?
Reach out to him.
Because he's out here basically saying that, he's firing back at his ex-wife in this TMZ article that you got, basically saying that she's lying, telling the world that he walked out on their marriage as well while she was 8 months pregnant. Yeah. And the other child was fighting for cancer. He thinks her story is so outrageous, it's actually funny. And Keke is the one creating a family divide because she's ignoring court orders and for preventing him from seeing the children. So pretty much the same thing that you're going through. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm going to say one quick thing about the witch is what I was going to say.
Please, because we got to.
Yeah, I got to go. Yes. Biblically, in the Bible, if people do their research, you grew up in the church and all that, when you go to consult with the witch, normally your demise happens after that.
Zach Darren, thank you so much for flying all the way in from Detroit to Florida so we can get a more clear vision of what this dynamic is. And I gotta tell you, I'm scared because this is a whole nother realm.
Did you know that about the witch?
No, I didn't know that. I don't deal with witches, so I don't know. No, I don't. Nobody that casts no spells. No. So, and now knowing more about you and your traumatic past and why you are, because it was hard to follow you during our first interview.
I'm so sorry.
Don't apologize. I hate. Did your dad?
Yeah, it's that bad. That's why I do that.
Okay, because I was gonna say you haven't done anything wrong.
Yeah.
Have you been through therapy for your abuse?
I had a little bit of therapy, but
a little bit for that much trauma?
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
God has been my therapy, but can I say something? If you notice, I'm not fake. I promise you I'm not fake. You know, you got a lot of fake people. They say one thing and do another.
I don't think you're fake. I'm gonna tell you what it is, but I don't think you're fake.
I kept my kindness and my loving heart, and that's very important considering what I've been through. And that's only but by the grace of God. And I knew that in other words, they said, don't let circumstances change you. Because sometimes the enemy, he'll try to change you to be more defensive or mean or, you know.
You know why I feel personally that you have to have some sort of therapy from just these interactions with you? Do you know why?
Yes, ma'am.
Because when we get to having a conversation, you pivot.
Yes, ma'am.
Very fast. Like, you don't want to stay there. You don't want to dive deep. You don't want to be vulnerable. You want to appear in a very calm space. And as long as I can control the conversation and the environment, I will be focused and fine. But the moment someone tries to take it outside of that or takes you quickly bring it back to a very biblically, spiritually grounded conversation, which is great. Yeah. However, that's to me, and is a defense mechanism to not deal with the hurt and the trauma that you've gone through.
I can agree to some of that.
Because you got teary-eyed when we didn't even get into, and I'm not a therapist, so I don't think it's my place to really get into it. Yeah. But we didn't even get into just not even a piece of your trauma, and it was already emotional for you.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
Just like talking about this Keke situation is very emotional for you. And so what you do is you prophetically speak so that it covers that. It's kind of like the lower part of you.
Yes, ma'am.
And you try to operate in the higher part of you.
Yes, ma'am.
But it's like, how long can you hold that?
Yes, ma'am.
How long?
Well, I ain't gonna lie, I'm 48 years old. And
we're stressed out about anything, including debt. There's so many other detriments to our lives, our health, our family, our friends, all can see it on us. And then when you become debt-free, you can start focusing on things that truly make you happy. It really is true happiness. I've had many individuals make up with family members after going through bankruptcy because they don't have the stress. It really changes your mindset and it allows you to have the freedom, the mental freedom to take care of what's really important. And I certainly recommend it for everybody because, as we all know, life is too short.
Remember I was telling y'all about the lubricant? Y'all hear in all my videos, the lube that I always use. This is it right here. It's Wet Kitty. This is what it look like. Wet Kitty, Wet Kitty, Wet Kitty. If you're having vaginal dryness, she got you. Wet Kitty is that girl. It mimics the vaginal fluids. It is odorless, colorless, tasteless. It does not cause vaginitis. It does not dry up and get sticky. Again, it's that girl. Officiallypleasure.com. And yes, I recommend this to my patients. I recommend this to all the girls.
Farm to School Conference located in Albuquerque, New Mexico. It starts December 1st through 4th, and it's going to have over 1,500 educators, parents, chefs, and things like that are implementing changes right now in our children's nutrition at the schools, meaning healthier school lunches. I'm excited to meet Ron Finley, the gangster gardener. I've been following him for years. He's going to be this year's keynote speaker. And I want to let you know that tickets are on sale and they're going fast. And so listen, if you care like I care and you are tired of having to pack lunches every day, especially if we're tax-paying citizens, then put your money where your mouth is and be in Albuquerque, New Mexico, December 1st through December 4th. Get your tickets now before they're sold out, okay? Decision makers are going to be at this conference implementing changes in schools across America. So don't wait. Grab your ticket right now at farmtoschool.org/conference. Use my coupon code TashaK25 to get 25% off your ticket. Winos, I'm going to see you in Albuquerque.
Hold it for a long time. Like I say, I'm a little ghetto how I do things, but
I never picked up ghetto.
you know, my paper, they were talking about me shuffling my paper. I had my paper. I ain't never been on YouTube.
It's not ghetto. It's called old school.
My daddy was older. My mother was 29, 30. My daddy was 53.
Yeah. So do you do that? And there's another reason as to why I feel like you have to have some therapy.
Yeah.
Is because, do you feel like, because you compared yourself to your dad a lot.
Uh-huh.
And it's like he's embedded in your subconscious very deeply, and the only way you can get his voice out of you, to get that hatred, to get that anger out of you, is to operate vibrationally higher, which is prophetically in the word. You speak as if you are in, like, you're always in God's presence, like, and that's a great thing. No, I swear. But what if I feel the reason why you compare yourself to your dad so much is because of what you've experienced with him. So I think you kind of owe it to yourself to get to know who you are.
Yes, ma'am.
Aside from your father.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I totally agree with you. It's a wise thing to do. I've had some therapy. One thing I do want you to understand, because I be all over the place. Yeah. Maybe you kind of understand why what I've been through.
I understand it.
I love him and I forgive him. I love my daddy.
Okay.
I totally forgive him. It's when you go back to talk about that stuff, it was bad. So it bring up emotions. Yeah. But I forgive him and I love him. But I totally agree.
Do you love him because the Bible says to honor your mother and father?
Oh, Tasha, there you go. You being truthful.
Did you?
Is that it starts with that, I ain't gonna lie.
So was he a father to you?
Yeah, he put the food on the table.
Was he a father to you?
Not really.
So how do you love or honor thy mother and father if he wasn't a father to you? You honor your father. So I'm sure as you can look back, there's someone that played a father figure to you.
Oh, yeah.
That deserves that grace and that respect.
Yes, ma'am.
The forgiveness is for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Not for your sperm donor.
Yes, ma'am.
But, these are things that I learned while I was in therapy for 10 years. And I do read a lot of books based on, just kind of family therapy and behavioral psychology and why we do what we do, even though I'm not licensed, but
yes, ma'am.
Because I deal with a lot of people who have trauma, I always am a firm believer in helping you to not hide behind who you are and not try to fight who you think you are, because your dad was, his anger. A lot of people think anger is not stronger than love. It's almost as equal. That's why they say there's a thin line between love and hate.
Oh, yeah.
Anger takes just as much motion as love, but you have to put more into the anger.
Yes, ma'am.
But love, you just have to be, it's just a free feeling. You don't have to exert yourself or overexert yourself or anger or put your body in a high stressful state for love. Love is just is. And so I think it has to happen.
Yes.
And I personally think the reason why things are happening the way that they're happening is because you're used to pivoting and looking the other way instead of dealing with the issue head on.
Definitely been,
Yeah. So that's just my opinion.
Thank you. That's a blessing.
And you do not have to drop your faith.
No, of course not.
To deal with what happened, knowing that it wasn't you, knowing that that's not who you are, and then freeing yourself to figure out who you are, not just here in spiritual, but the things you like, the things you want to do. You know, not what made you who you are, but like you can recreate yourself.
Yes.
By just getting to know yourself and freeing yourself from the thoughts and the anger and the trauma
yes, ma'am.
that was instilled in you. And I know because I've done it.
Yes, ma'am. That's wonderful.
You know?
Yeah.
So, but thank you, Zach. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
it. And no, it's
you keep on stomping these. If you gotta stomp them, you go. They said you gonna put his eye out.
No, like I keep my kid heels in the car. I keep my gold heels in the car. I'm gonna stop.
Oh my God!
But thank you so much.
Yes,
Could
ma'am.
you name your YouTube channel real quick so people can come watch you and?
Zachariah David.
We'll put it at the bottom. You ain't even gotta do all that.
Yes,
okay?
ma'am. Oh yeah, and I ain't gonna do all that.
I appreciate you.
Yes,
okay.
ma'am.
Thank you, Zach.
Yes,
all
ma'am.
Right, so we're
God
gonna get you back
bless
to
you.
Detroit
Yes,
safely.
Yes, ma'am.
And hopefully you'll get some therapy.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
Because
ma'am.
we gotta get you ready to be a bachelor on the.
Oh my God! Are you?
You know,
Lord,
do you
have
like me? Yes or no? If you want to be a contestant on.
This woman coming, she got to be special.
Yeah, you're gonna pick her. So you're gonna be a contestant on Do You Like Me whenever we cast. And if you guys want to be a contestant and compete for Zach, right? Well, you don't have to compete for Zach. It's just gotta happen. This is not a competition show.
Right.
Let me get that out of the way. This is not a competition show. This is very old school. The man chooses the woman.
Yeah.
You get to know that man, and then that man asks you, "Do you like me?"
Lord.
Yes, but there's a catch to it, and I gotta watch the show to catch. But if you want to be a contestant on Do You Like Me, our new dating show, please email me at doyoulikmecontestant@gmail.com. doyoulikmecontestant@gmail.com. You'll be sent the link. From there, you'll upload, your pictures and who you are, and then we'll select you based off of that. So thank you so much, Zach, for
Thank you
coming
so
through
much.
to the Unwind with Tasha K.
Thank you so
and
much.
we'll definitely see you back here for our dating show.
Yes, ma'am. Lord have mercy.
When you're ready.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
When you're ready. Okay. There may be another church woman out there because we got a lot that watch us now. We got a lot of Christians
That
there.
is true.
I love to cook for that man, and he can pray and talk prophetic all he wants in and out of this pussy.
Oh my God.
Thank you, Zach.
Okay. Bless you.
All right, bye. Look at that camera and say, now you gotta go right here. This one.
Oh,
Now you gotta go. Bye.
you gotta go. Bye.
All right, cool. Yeah. Thank you, Zach.
I'm so sorry.
What are you
I ain't never
apologizing
done
for?
nothing like that.
It's all